And we're back. Happy cooking. I am bringing a new recipe for you. Today I'm going to show you how to make this amazing, delicious recipe using a spaghetti squash. I love spaghetti squash because not only resembles spaghetti, which I love so much, but right now, since I'm staying away from simple carbs, I'm going to find my identity through using more vegetables, which is more water-rich foods. So right now, I want to kick for at least having my meals to be 70% water content. Why? Because our body is made out of at least more than that, 90% plus water. And so therefore, water-rich foods, it's what's in with me right now. So meanwhile, I'm gonna use the 11-inch skillet. Let me show you here how I'm doing this. So I'm using the dome for the 5-quart. Actually, this is the 5-quart base, and this is the 11-inch skillet at the bottom. And so, because you know, spaghetti squash is really big, so what I've done is I wanted to cut it into rounds and then arrange it there, but the regular lid for the 11-inch skillet did not fit well, so I used the 5-quart bottom to put it on the top of the 11-inch skillet. And so now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you, so to do the spaghetti squash, all you have to do is take the spaghetti squash, cut it into rounds, like wash it actually first, take the peel off the label, cut it into rounds, and then you fix it into the 11-inch skillet and put approximately about 1 inch of water. Cook it for about 25 minutes to 30 minutes, depending on how big your spaghetti squash is. So use a little common sense too. So now to reveal what's in here, it's already cooked, so here we go. And so now I'm gonna show you that although I did not put a lot of water, we still have a lot of water in there. Plus, you can see right here how beautiful this turned out. So if I wanted to serve this, I've been cooking it for a while, but if I wanted to serve this in a little basket, then I just take the round and transfer it into the plate and then put the sauce on the top. So this is like a complete, as you can see, a complete vegan meal. And look at the spaghetti, how beautiful it is cooked. And so now what I'll do is to make the sauce, I'll show you how to make the sauce because the whole idea is to show you how to integrate more vegetables into your diet, especially this type of vegetables, which are really, really high in vitamins and minerals, manganese, folate, so all these sort of things. So very simple. So what we're gonna do is we are going to take the little 1 quart to make the sauce. So in that way, we're not using too many dishes. I had some mushrooms, so use whatever you have at home. So don't be running to the store. If you don't want a creamy sauce, so today I wanted to do a creamy sauce because I have pine nuts, which are high in protein. I have garlic, so the best way to keep garlic is keep it frozen, and then after you freeze it, you can bring it out to the fridge. It'll last longer. Keep it in mason jars. This is just a leftover from what I've been working on. And so what I'll do is for the sauce, first of all, I have here some mushrooms that I have been, these are porcini mushrooms that I've been savoring for a while. Actually, let's see, you know what? I think I'm gonna take a gourmet skillet instead. Because I'm gonna make it all in one pan. So you take the gourmet skillet, and then just take what you're going to use for 1 serving or 2. Okay, so I have enough. That's too many. So if you want, you can cut them up, or you can just leave them big like that, which they're very chewy and delicious. And that's enough. I don't really want a lot. So we're gonna turn in the skillet to a simmer. And now in the meantime, we're gonna take one of those speed blenders, little mini blenders, and we're gonna put a 1/4 cup of pine nuts. So let's take a little cup. Well, this is a 1/3 cup. So 1/3 cup of pine nuts. There we go. Now I have in here, we're gonna do 5 little garlic cloves. See, they're not, yeah, but just one if you like, but since it's still a little bit winter, maybe do 3, so it's not too garlicky. Okay, and to that, we're gonna add some tofu. And so I got my tofu here, and this is firm tofu. I'm gonna take, this is approximately like 1 cup, actually 3/4 cup, I would say. Okay, so basically it's just 1/3 of the soy cake. They call it a cake. And now what we'll do is I'm gonna add some dill. If you want to skip the mushrooms, you can. And use just dill. So if you wanted to do kind of like just like a simple like white sauce, you could. But I love the idea of the mushrooms. Okay, so now to this, we're going to add water. Not too much, 1 cup of water. And then while this is heating up, I'm going to blend these ingredients. So first, we're gonna make sure that we have enough leverage here and plug it in. So here we go, blend. Magic. Sometimes you have to work a sister. Make sure that it's creamy first. Looks good. So see, I'm gonna take out a little bit. Delicious. My goodness. And I add a little bit of sea salt. Just add to taste. Now, one quick little blend. And I think that's good. Now we bring the sauce. That's if you're staying away from oil, then don't put it in the oil. If not, don't be afraid. You can put it afterwards. It's a nice creamy sauce. And look at this, turning into something beautiful. The mushrooms will give it a rich texture. And you have to remember, mushrooms are really loaded with vitamin D. I'm not drinking wine these days, but you know, sometimes you could put a little bit of white wine in there if you like, a little more gourmet. All I'm doing is just heating up really much the sauce. Let's try it first before we put it with our spaghetti. What is our spaghetti squash? For salt, maybe add pepper. Very delicious. So add a little bit of black pepper, and at this moment I will add a little bit of truffle oil. So if you're gonna have the oil, have it raw. Oops, that's a little more than a little bit, but for the flavor. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of, this is vineyard olive oil, really the highest quality from Garlic Cloves vineyard. Really beautiful, delicious oil. Okay. And so I soaked the mushrooms for overnight, but honestly, you could only just soak them for 4 hours. Perfect. So now, what we'll do is, if you're waiting to serve, you can keep it like this. Put the lid on from the 11-inch skillet, put the lid on the top, and just keep it warmed up like that. Especially if you undercook the spaghetti squash in advance, it'll be perfect. When you're ready, you take this top, the bottom, which is the 5-quart bottom, and then just serve either with the skin, or take it off the skin. If you're on portion control, then just add a little bit, and then later on you can add more. Okay, and then we have their sauce. Give it some mushrooms. I'm reaching to the other side. And look at that. That's how beautiful it is. Spaghetti squash, creamy, with creamy porcini mushrooms. Thank you for watching. This is your Flexitarian chef, Jay Tante. Until then, have a happy, healthy, and wealthy day. Ciao.